Event Leviathan, #1, written by Brian Michael Bendis, art by Alex Maleev. This event comic is spinning out of Bendis' Action Comics and Superman books. There was a Superman Leviathan Rising special that came out a few weeks ago that really was the big introduction chapter for this event. Check out my video on that if you want a breakdown on that issue. But this Event Leviathan #1 is sort of the main big opening issue for this event comic, and I have to say it was a little bit disappointing. There was just lots of talking this issue and lots of sort of recapping and theorizing on what's going on, and there wasn't that much of a plot development, and there wasn't really that much exciting stuff in here to really kick off this event. I didn't hate this one, but I didn't love it. Let's dive into the story in this issue. So the book opens up and Batman and Lois are in this destroyed Argus facility. Argus stands for Advanced Research Group Uniting Superhumans, and it's sort of this organization that is there to sort of help the superhuman beings and the regular people communicate with one another, sort of like liaison organization. And Steve Trevor is like a major player in this group. So Batman and Lois, they're investigating, this destroyed facility, what happened, and they're discussing what the deal is. Superman is not here. Lois Lane explains he was away on urgent family business elsewhere in the galaxy, which I'm assuming is in reference to what's going on in Superman right now, where Supes is in space fighting this Rogel Zar guy and that whole situation going on. So Batman and Lois are, theorizing and talking about all the stuff that this Leviathan group has done. So Leviathan has sort of destroyed the DEO, Spiral, Cadmus, Task Force X, all of these groups, they're sort of attacking everybody. All of a sudden, as they're discussing, Steve Trevor is there. And, Steve, I guess, was a member of this Argus organization. And he's sort of explaining what happens, because he was there when this building got destroyed. So we jump back 42 minutes ago, and Steve was talking to this woman named Dr. Strand. And they're discussing this Argus base, and this building specifically was called the Odyssey, and it was going to be their sort of main meeting place for the superhumans and the regular people. And as they were discussing this big robot showed up, and he somehow blew up the building. But for some reason, Steve Trevor was saved. So as everybody sort of dying around him and the building is crumbling, a force field somehow shielded Steve Trevor. However, Steve didn't trigger this force field himself. This Leviathan group sort of triggered it on him to sort of maybe protect him for some reason. They wanted Steve to survive so he can bear witness to their destruction or something. So we jump back to the current day, and Steve, Lois, and Batman are discussing. And Steve, he really thinks Talia al Ghul is responsible, but Batman thinks otherwise. And then for some reason, Steve, I guess he's just so paranoid, he attacks Lois and Batman for some reason. But luckily, Green Arrow is waiting in the wings, and he fires a taser arrow to take Steve down. So now, Green Arrow, Lois, and Batman are discussing what's going on with this Leviathan and recapping everything we've learned in past issues of Superman and Action Comics and stuff. And they want to put together a team of detectives to sort of figure out this mystery of Leviathan. And the question, that superhero detective dude, is sort of in the background, sort of observing all of this, watching onwards. Last page of this issue, we see that Dr. Strand woman, who was that woman in the Argus base that when everything got destroyed, and it looked like she died there, but we see here she's in fact alive. And there's these words saying on the page that, Dr. Strand, you are completely fine. You are safe. And then sort of the issue ends with this Leviathan offering her a deal to make the world a better place so she can be involved in that. So there's lots of mystery in this book. The artwork is not bad. I thought it was okay. However, I thought this issue was just a lot of talking. And in an event comic, I would have liked something a little bit more substantial to really hook me in and make me really excited for this series. I didn't hate this issue, but I didn't think it was the best foot forward. I'm going to give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Still going to read this event. I'm still excited for it, but this wasn't the best debut issue.